Wait till a few people get on here. This is going to rebroadcast too. So, okay, so I got this going here. Copy. I should have done that already. I'm going to go paste. Live on YouTube. All right, we'll paste that and we'll see what goes on. Hey, we got one on here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Going to talk about tomorrow and look at the latest model guidance here. Going to kind of go through it. Spend a little bit more time than I will coming up tonight at 10, of course. And you can always get more information on our First Alert Weather app too. So let's get right to it. Got about 41 of you on here. Hey, how's it going, Jameson? I did this thing called live. Other people can join in, so I have no idea what that entails. So it could get interesting. So let me go ahead and flip this around. We've got this excessive heat warning. It's in magenta here. And we started the day with an excessive heat warning for all the counties that are currently shaded here. And there was I believe there was a heat advisory for Northeast Alabama. But Weather Service decided to drop that back. Probably a good call. I don't think it's going to get as hot from Huntsville and Coleman, especially to the east, but it will get pretty brutal. Now, in the areas out west. Now, here's the forecast heat index. This will be about 2 in the morning. It won't be terrible to start the day, but as we get later into the day, and I'm continuing to watch, and I may actually change the model guidance here and see what we can do. But this is the forecast projection here. I think it just updated. But yeah, it brings it in a little bit later. But notice the trend here. This is a complex of storms and the boundary, that gusty wind coming out of it. Look at the difference here. It's got 67 in Fayetteville and 102 heat index in Meridianville. That is a significant change in temperatures. And that when you get and this is a big question of whether or not we're going to see this. But when you get that kind of a change, there's going to be a lot of wind associated with it. Look at that. Decatur, 73 feels like. Moulton feels like 105. So if this model's right, this is the graph model, and right now the confidence continues to be fairly low. That's going to be very windy there. In fact, I may want to look at the actual winds here too. So let me. Still says we're waiting for guests here, but I know we're not waiting for guests. Live chat, all messages are visible. Okay, there we go. Yeah, inside day for sure. So then as we continue on, if that happens, then we're going to have a pleasant evening. So we're going to continue with this threat here for severe storms. And what we mean by it'll just be one complex that drops southeast into this air. So let's look at the Cape here. So we will start tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. unstable. It's going to become even more unstable. So here comes the line of thunderstorms. This appears to me to be old data because this doesn't match up with the temperatures I just showed you. So we're going to force the update here. We'll get to the next graphic and we'll do that. Well, good evening, May Doom. Yeah, it needs AC fix. If you don't have air conditioning, you're going to need to at least have the windows open and run a fan. But man, if that comes through, see how fast it becomes unstable again by tomorrow evening. That's just brutal. These numbers should not impress anybody for summer because it happens in the summer. And this model's got another one early Friday morning, kind of sneaking over into Georgia and down into Auburn. So it's got these little clusters here, and this is very unusual for this time of year, I will say. So let's get into this other model guidance. This is going to be the HRRR, the HRRR model. Yeah, it's going to be brutal over there in Mississippi too. So this is the HRRR, and I think I probably have the graph temperatures in here, so disregard those for right now. picks up that northeast wind at 22 miles an hour behind that. So even if we don't get the storms, if they do form and start moving in, even if they fade away, we're still going to get a big cool breeze coming in from the north. So this pretty much skips most of the area and just kind of takes this turn over Jackson County up to Thames Ford Lake. So if you're out on Thames Ford Lake, you're going to want to keep an eye on this. But that's, again, that's model guidance there. So let me go back here. We'll edit this. Let's see what data I'm pulling up here. This is graph temperature. So I'm going to leave that there. But what I want to do is see what happens is on this model guidance. Let me go down here. Turn the HRRR off and the IBM 4-kilometer on. So we're going to go here, and if the model set's not complete, it will not. Oh, that's odd. That doesn't show anything. Oh, there it is. What's okay? I know what I've done here. Turn it off. Okay, there we go. So we kind of go back here. This is just after noon, and it's fairly widespread with the thunderstorms coming in. They weaken as they're coming in, but there's still that big gust of wind that's going to be there. So now what I'm going to do is force the model run to a specific day. And we're going to go, tomorrow's the 29th. And see, the last time I did this was in 2022. And we'll see if this changes. Okay. So it looks like it has. So this, look at that. It kind of skips us. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That's why again, that's the challenge here with the forecast. It actually moves it over here. So let me close this. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to go to a bigger model here. And I'll show you what's going on. It's kind of skipping. And the European model kind of brings one down and skips. So this is the current, this is the old 18Z run here. And what we're going to switch to, I'm basically going to do the same thing I just did earlier. Oh, here, I'll do latest run. And that's pretty much the same as yesterday. Those temperatures don't look right, though. What are those temperatures? Oh, I see what's going on. It says Euro, but yeah. Oh, see, the Euro brings in a complex earlier. GFS. Graph. Temps. Okay, so that's going to make more sense. Okay. Let me tap back here so I can see your questions too. Enable flash. There we go. Live chat. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Mustang back up tomorrow. So, hello, Scottsboro. So that's the noon one. So what I want to do here is show you the change, and we're going to go 0Z run 629, and that was yesterday. You can see the challenge to the forecast. So this puts the complex of storms near Nashville around noon tomorrow. And then it drops at southeast. And look at that. Look how it just dies as it's coming in. And then it kind of spins that off over there. I don't buy that. But look how it just kills it. Wow. Save. I'm going to save that. I'll probably use that tonight at 10 because that kind of illustrates what's really going on. I'm going to load something up here real quick, like content library. I'm going to go Gonna go wind. We'll see what it's doing as far as wind goes. I know I'm moving around a lot, aren't I? Okay. Let's see what the winds look like. Edit. Okay. So this is Wednesday. We don't want to go back in time, do we? So we're gonna go tomorrow, 8 a.m. to Friday, 4 p.m. Let's see what I'm plotting here. Plotting the euro. So let's see what the European model does. Make sure I got it up on both of them. This is the euro. Okay. So the euro brings in that complex. See that right there? Brings it in, brings our winds out of the north. Again, around 130. That would be really refreshing. 30-mile-an-hour wind out of the north, and then pushes it south. All right. So let's see what you're going to hear some mic checks and everything too. Let's see what the IBM graph does. Graph, that's GFS. Come on, graph wind. Graph wind gust. Okay. So this is the higher resolution model. See, that brings winds around 30 miles an hour around 1 o'clock tomorrow. And it tries to smash the heat. That's what's going on. So, well, hey, I'm just using my phone because I can't do it from work. So I've got plenty of stuff at home I can use, but I just can't do it here at work. I just want to give you guys an idea. Okay, let me go ahead and force this to be 0Z as well. Specific date 29. All right, then I'm going to go to the data. I may use this tonight at 10 too, because this doesn't show the. I got to get ready to go. Specific date. Okay, so let's see what this does even without storms. Yeah, see, not nearly as gusty. All right. All right. Thanks for your comments. Yeah, I'm aware there's plenty of streaming software out there. I've got a whole thing at home to do it, but I can't do it from work. So that's the challenge. I got to quit my job if I want to do that, right? We're not going to do that. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.